中留中佐殿、今すぐ閣下の前へ。はい。
His name is T.F. Mou. Mou is a figure in Asian cinema, equal parts obscure and controversial. He's a film director who has worked all over Greater China, having directed numerous films in Taiwan, Hong Kong, and mainland China, in a bizarrely eclectic mix of genres, ranging from martial arts to pornography. However, his best-known work is 1988's Men Behind the Sun, a film exposing the horrific medical experimentation carried out by the Japanese during the Second World War. This film is perhaps one of the most gruesome and provocative works ever produced in any country. Few films have been as truly controversial and produced as polarized a reaction from its audience. His films have been censored the world over and are not infrequently dismissed as brazen exploitation. T.F. Mou's work is flamboyantly grotesque and extraordinarily excessive, yet is deeply rooted in socially conscious themes and features an earnest exploration of pathological human nature. Are his films works of inflammatory sensationalism, or are they bold works of searing social commentary? Over 2 decades after the release of Men Behind the Sun, we now sit down for conversations with T.F. Mou.
Hi, this is J.L. Carrozza here, and we are here outside of Boston in 2009. I am here with Chinese filmmaker T.F. Mou, who has made really a lot of very thought-provoking films, you know? We're just sort of gonna look into the past and talk about all these kind of, films. Your most famous movie is a film called Men Behind the Sun. It was released in December of 1988, right?
I believe so. We begin
on May 13th, 1941, when T.F. Mou was born Mou Tun-fei in Shandong Province, China, during the very war, the Pacific theater of World War II, that he would one day be known for depicting.
I born in base because my father is the commander of the army and the ground army against the Japanese.
You made the Black Sun films, and your father actually fought the Japanese. That's kind of ironic, you know.
Yeah, but I born there, so I didn't know anything about that. But maybe I don't know. Maybe in your blood, you feel something. Who knows?
After the war ended, the communists began to overpower leader Chiang Kai-shek's army and gain a strong foothold in China. Mou's family fled to Taiwan in 1949, as did the remnants of Chiang Kai-shek's defeated government, the Kuomintang. The Taiwan that Mou Tun-fei grew up in under Chiang's rule was a stringently anti-communist authoritarian regime where free expression was hardly encouraged.
A lot of filmmakers, they come to a point where they realize that they love movies and they kind of want to do this for the rest of their life. What sort of inspired you to get into movies?
Actually, I when I was young, when I was something like 11 years old, once my father got very sick because he got cancer at a very late age. When your parents good health, they're always busy, When they get ill, they're in bed, nothing to do, they can talk to the kids. So I remember once I talked to my father about my future, because I wrote a small article criticized the government, the national newspaper. My father found out, then asked me, "So is that you?" Then I said, yes, that's me. I never know you have some idea about how do you feel about the society. And he asked me what do you want to do in the future. I said, I want to be a politician. Then my father said, okay, if you want to be a politician in Taiwan, the only way you can go is follow one guy, one person, Jiang Jingguo. Jiang Jingguo is Chiang Kai-shek's son. In that time, he's not the president yet, just some kind of, official. I said, why? He's going to be the leader of Taiwan in the future. I said, why? My father said, because he is the son of Chiang Kai-shek. Well, I was very small. I said, well, that's not right. It's a democracy, it's modern life. Why, the father give power to the son? I said, well, that's the way in Chinese tradition. Well, I said, if that's the case, I don't want to be a politician. Why follow one person? I asked him, I said, well, if I do the newspaper man, media man, how's that? He said, why you want to do that? I said, maybe from media, I can jump to the politics. My father said, well, very difficult. Because basically in Taiwan, the media have to follow the government's role. I said, well, if this is the case, I have to think over. Then after many years, my father died. Then I still remember our conversation. Then I found out it's difficult. My father told me it's very true. Then I realized maybe I have to do something else.
Yeah.
That's why I said, well, movie maybe is a better way.
Yeah.
That's why I go to movies. Not because I love the movie business.
Yeah.
Because I want to send some message to the society. That's good too.
T.F. Mou thus decided to enter the National Film Arts Institute in Taiwan. At the time, however, Taiwan was not economically prosperous, and the school could not afford equipment. That meant the art of film could only be taught by theory, and theory alone.
It's very sad. In that time, Taiwan had no equipment in film school.
Yeah.
So when we learn film, how we learn? We go to the theater.
Yeah.
To watch the film 1, 2, 3, 10, 20 times.
Yeah.
It's one film. We just sit there for a week, watch the same film. You have to remember every shot. Some of the Japanese film, especially Carrozza, the action film, very fast.
Yeah,
it's very difficult to look at in the theater. We buy a pack of cigarette to the projector. Yeah. Say, well, can you borrow the copy? No.
35 millimeter.
Yeah. So I guarantee I send you back tomorrow morning. So you have to face the light bulb and look at every film. In that part, how do they act? We learn film in that way. I asked a classmate because they are relatively rich. They have a piece of land in the countryside. Yeah. I said, well, can you go back? Ask your mom sell the land. I said, why? In that case, we can buy a 8mm camera. We use that one, start to make film.
Yeah. Cool.
After many years, the guy always complained to me. You are the one told me, go back, sell the land, buy a stupid camera. You know how much the land now? Taiwan land is very expensive now.
Yeah.
I said, well, I'm sorry.
After graduation, Mou would begin work as an assistant director for various Taiwanese film productions and apprenticed under veteran director Pai Ching-jui.
I just work as an assistant director, running around studio.
Yeah.
But I learned lots from that.
That's how the Japanese film industry and the Hong Kong and Greater Chinese film industry worked pretty much the same way, from what I understand. At least in Japan, it worked this way. A director before he could become a director, he'd have to be an assistant director for like at least 5 years, you know, if not more. You know, he'd have to spend a long time sort of apprenticing until the studio would hand him anything to direct, you know. It worked that way back then in Taiwan, right?
No, it's a little bit different because
Yeah.
in Japan they have a professional assistant director.
Yeah, they had.
They always, their whole life is just assistant director.
Yeah.
But in Taiwan, everybody try to be director.
Oh yeah.
So they start from script girl, then
Yeah.
assistant director,
Yeah.
then director.
Yeah.
But that actually, there's a total different job. Director, assistant director, a total different job.
Yeah, I think an assistant director more he handles like the logistics of the production. It makes the director's job easier, right?
Right. Assistant directors prepare everything for the director.
Yeah.
He's not designer, not a decision maker.
No, either.
So when I was an assistant director, my director liked me very much.
Yeah.
You know, I prepare everything for him, so he makes decisions. That's it.
Wow. Yeah.
So in that case, I learned that.
Yeah.
I learned how to prepare the things. So when I have my assistant director, they can't fool me.
Exactly. Yeah.
Before long, T.F. Mou began to make his own films, starting with his debut, I Didn't Dare Tell You. Produced in 1969 on a meager budget of $10,000, it resembled Vittorio De Sica's Italian neo-realist films in both its execution and socially conscious themes.
Well, my first film is in Chinese we call 不敢跟你讲. It's Dare to Tell You, a black-white film. At that time, Taiwan already started for color film. We call it. Yeah. But I choose to use black and white. The story about this three, the fathers and teacher and kids. They talk about the communication between the three of them, and in lower level society.
Yeah.
Three of them are all good persons, but they don't have the good communication. That become tragedy. That's why we call 不敢跟你讲, dare to tell you. The Taiwan government saw that in the film there's a political message there.
Yeah.
About where we don't have the freedom of speech.
Yeah.
In Taiwan. That's what it meant.
Making a film about like the low levels of society pretty much shows that there are people who aren't really getting the benefits of, you know, this society, you know?
Yeah, but actually I didn't try to say that much.
Yeah.
Because in that the old day in Taiwan, you can't talk too much about it.
Yeah.
Get put in jail any time.
Mou would direct a few more films in Taiwan, including another stark drama made in 1971 entitled At the Runway's End.
The second film also black and white. It talks about two kids, their friendship. The end of the day also tragedy. You know, so both of them die. One is dead, another feel guilty and suicide. And the Taiwan government banned again. The reason is you present a bad example for the kids.
Film, you know, censorship boards will always love to come up with excuses as to why they ban.
I think the reason is because of my first film.
Yeah.
They already put me in blacklist. So, TF Mou again, ban it.
I heard like a rumor once that you've actually worked on over 100 movies. Is that true? How many films have you actually made in total in all your career?
I don't think I'm making that many films. I'm not the working hard guy, and I'm so-called lazy guy. So I think I make it 30, 35, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember